Oh, hello, good evening. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK, here for Papercrafting Live Weekly. Weekly Papercrafting Live, whichever you like. Right, let me just bring my camera in a little bit better. Here we go. That's it. I think you can see what I'm doing now. Okay, so let's move this around. I wasn't live last week. I had an in-person class. How amazing is that? It was so much fun. We made lots and lots of Christmas cards. Saying that, I think I'm all Christmas carded out. I think I put a little story on my Instagram and Facebook this week showing you all the Christmas cards I've made over this season, and I've lost count at 60 something. So I've made so many Christmas cards. I thought it was time for a little change. So I've got this cute stamp set called Way to Goat. It's in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalogue. I haven't played with it at all. And I've been desperate to play with it. How ridiculous looking are these goats, and I love them. And yeah, I was just so tempted. I resisted buying this stamp set for quite some time. I thought, no, I love it. Let's just buy it and play with it. Why not? So they are gorgeous, aren't they? So yeah, it's in our annual catalogue. So let's have a go, because we all need fun birthday cards, don't we? Even at Christmas time, or even in the, when we're all concentrating on other cards, we still need birthday cards. So I thought we'd have a play with this one, and I have been colouring one in. Just have a go. Hello from you and Teddy. Teddy is my great nephew. Look, Teddy, I'm making a card with a goat on it. How daft. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make it. Okay, let's grab everything. Now, I was multitasking earlier, so I think I've left my black ink pad in the kitchen. So I'll grab another one. I was cooking dinner and stamping goats at the same time because, that's what we do. Us women, we can do everything, can't we? Can we, run the world? I think we can run the world. We can stamp goats and cook dinner. Right, okay, so I've got my Memento ink pads. I'm using this ink because I'm going to use the alcohol blend pens, the stamping blends to colour them in with, colour the goats in with. So it's a great ink for that, for the alcohol pens. Right, I'm going to just, because I'm going to cut it out one of the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I'm just going to kind of centre it on my paper so that I know where I've got to stamp it. I love the Stitch So Sweetly dies. They're a big nest of frames. There's all sorts in there, not just frames. These are stitched scallops, but there's some other smaller different shapes as well in that set. Really, really useful set. Okay, so I have got him stamped, and now I'm going to cut him out. So I'm just going to put that there with a little bit of washi tape. I think I'm going to cut my cardstock so not so much of it has to fit through my cut and emboss machine. Do say hello if you're joining me. I'd love to know if you're with me live. That would be so nice. Oh, how are you? It's the end of the week. Well, tomorrow is, isn't it? It's nearly Friday. I'm exhausted. I went to buy my Christmas tree. I still haven't decorated it. Had lots and lots and lots of things to do, so I've been doing all of those. Oh, I'm so excited for Christmas. And my tree smells amazing. So happy days. I hope you're okay. It's a tiring week. Oh, hello there. It is, isn't it? I think I always forget every year that this week and possibly next week in the run up to Christmas is always fairly bonkers, isn't it? And we kind of run ourselves ragged. And every year I think, oh, if I did this earlier, and then I forget that everything else happens. But never mind. It's a good problem to have, that we've got all these things to do, to get done. Okay, so I've got my goat. And I just picked out a couple of greys. I think I might need a couple of more colours, actually. So what have I got here? I need the ivory. That's pale pink. That's the colour lifter. That's the dark purple. Oh, what have I done with my ivory one? Here it is. There's the ivory one. I might grab a crumb cake. Wonder what colour horns he should have. Okay, so here we are. We have quite a few there. We've got the dark and grey smoky slate. I've got the light crumb cake. That's the ivory. And then I've got the light crumb cake there. Okay, now I'm going to just colour him in quickly. I don't kind of do anything fancy with my colouring in. I tend to go over the bits that I think are probably going to have more shadow or shading just with the darker colour. Like this. So, you know, it doesn't have to be amazing. It'll all work. Like this, maybe across the bridge of his nose. Little cheek. Down his ear. He's adorable. I love a goat. I really do love goats. So, I don't know why it took me so long to get this stamp set. I kept thinking, oh, I need different other ones first before I get the goats. And then I just gave in. We had a calendar once called Goats in Trees. It was absolutely hilarious. They are an absolute thing, goats in trees. Halfway up hillsides and in trees and all sorts. Tell me if you have any goatee jokes or goatee puns. I would love to know them. So we're just going to colour him in. So really simple little images in this set. Just like some hand-drawn goat images. And then some fun sentiments. So quick and easy cards, which is great for a Thursday night. So I'm just blending the dark and the light together with some circular motions. Oh, I might need a colour for that flower. My dog is in here with me again tonight, so you might hear him tip-tapping around. He likes to come into the craft room with me when we're on live. He's one of the crafty girls, he thinks. Right. So I think we'll do the hair. Fur. Not hair. Do goats have hair or fur? I know. He's good. You can sometimes hear him just like walking around. Sometimes something comes along out the front window and he barks and lets himself down a little bit. So he's got dark hair or fur, whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to do his horns in the crumb cake. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, that does tone in. Just a bit of fun there. I will need some other colours for that flower. So I have two now. That was exactly how I made the other one. Right, okay, so let's grab my card base. Now I've taken a piece of, oh, thank you. Bit of a wintry, Christmassy colour on my nails. So I've taken a card base. I've got thick, basic white card. It's an A4 piece of cardstock. I score it in half at 10.5 centimetres, and then I cut it in half at 14.8, and I get two card bases from doing that. And then I picked out some of our designer series paper. Can you guess which pack this is from? I really love these papers. It's from the Pansies. Would you believe it? There's lots of kind of really pretty B-sides in this pack. So I love the Pansies, and you can die cut these Pansies out with the dies. Really gorgeous. Oh, hi Angela. Thank you so much. Oh, now I'm nervous that Angela's watching me live. So the Pansy papers are beautiful. They're in stock in my online shop, but I do like the B-sides as well, so that's a bonus. So I picked out this piece. Oh, yes, and I'm just going to make a very quick and simple card, and I'm going to grab my trimmer in and cut a piece to fit my card base. Now, it's difficult, isn't it, which side to use? But I think I need something neutral. So I'm going to go for the nice sort of gingham check. And I'm just going to take it in 0.5 centimetre with the measurements. So it's 10 centimetres by 14.3. There we go. There we go. That was going to go on here like that, and that is going to be our, that's not folded very well, is it? Let's fold that again. I was quick when I did my bases. My bone folder. Can you tell that I've been using all my ink pads? Don't do that, will you? Okay, so we've got our card base like that. I think I'll make that side the front, it'll be neater. Like so. That's going to go on here. We're going to put our goat on the front, like this one. Let's move this one out of the way. Now, there's some really funny sentiments in this set. We've got, happy birthday, you old goat. You're the goat, the greatest of all times. That's a great saying, isn't it? I got you a cake, but I ate it. Wait a goat. Look at him. This one looks like he's having a party. He needs a balloon. Or there's a bit of Saturday Night Fever going on there. Anyway, okay. So I picked out a sentiment. What have I got? And I've got happy birthday, you old goat. Now, let me decide what colour we're going to stamp that one in. And I have got soft succulent, which I think is the colour we've got on the card. And I'm just wondering if we should put some baker's twine in there. Maybe pop some baker's twine on there. It's going to be a very simple card. Or we could stamp the sentiment in grey. So I might just try it with both of them and see which one we like. So let's try it in the soft succulent. Because I think it's going to look nice. Sometimes I just stamp it on my scrap paper. Oh, gosh, I misstamped that. It makes your eyes go a bit strange when you do that. Let's do that again. Happy birthday, you old goat. So we could go, I think we're just going to go with soft succulent because I love it. The grey would be nice as well, though. Okay, so I'm going to do it on this one. You might have noticed where I've stamped it on the rectangle. I've stamped it low because I knew that I wanted to put my sentiment and stamp it directly on to the card here. So if you're not hugely confident about stamping directly onto your card in case you misstamp it, stamp it onto a piece of cardstock and either die cut it or cut around in a rectangle before putting it on. Or stamp your sentiment first and then stamp your goat so that if it goes wrong, you haven't spent all that time colouring in for it to go wrong. So can you keep all your fingers crossed now? Hold your breath. Yay, happy birthday. I do like it when a plan comes together. So we're going to glue these pieces together. We're going to have the simplest birthday card ever, but I really like it. So that is that my current seal? Or is that an old one? That's an old one. Let's grab, well, it might be. I haven't crafted since Tuesday. No, I didn't do any yesterday. Oh no, it is my current seal. It's just looking very gluey. I didn't do anything yet yesterday. I was very busy and went to buy our Christmas tree. No, that's not it. Let's use some Tombow. Tuesday we did coffee and cards. That was fun. There we go. Not enough hours in the day. You know what? All this is kind of housework and family gets in the way of your crafting. Very lucky that we can craft a lot, though, aren't we? Okay. So happy birthday. That was going to go on there. Housework's completely overrated. We were saying this, weren't we, the other day? Completely overrated. I don't know if I'm going to put this on here or not. Well, my daughter's coming home from university tonight. So I've been trying to get all Christmassy-fied ready. I'm very excited because I haven't seen her for 3 months. So how nice is that? And then my son's coming home from university next week. Thank you. Just a little bit of something up there. And I think if I can find them, because I wasn't at all prepared. Let's see what I've got. Oh, I do have quite a lot of gems. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the the garden gems, because I think they'll go nicely. I do have the in colour gems, but I fear they're put away. So I had my lovely in-person class last week, and I still have a box of stuff I haven't unpacked. How is that? That's appalling, isn't it? So that's going to go on there. We need a little glue dot. Well, there's my seal. It was hiding. Honestly. There's my glue dots. I had some other ones, but they were just enormous. Just want one tiny little glue dot for our bow. So, and then I'll stick my panel down. So let's pop that on there. Pop that one on there. Okay. And now I'm going to stick this on dimensional foam pads. I love these goats. They really are a bit of fun. And I think they'd be great for both male and female cards as well. So that's a bonus. Because sometimes it's hard to think of what to use for a male card, isn't it? Happy birthday, you old goat. There we go. And then let's grab some of these garden gems. These are stunning. These are only available until the end of this month, or until the new catalogue starts on the 4th of January. So if you like these beautiful garden gems, grab those before they are gone. So pretty. They're part of the Eden's Garden Suite. And that suite, the bundle is carrying over into the next catalogue. So the stamps and dies, but all the papers and the gems are not. So if you like those, grab them whilst you can. Right, so we have got Happy Birthday, You Old Goat. And then on the inside, I wanted to put this. You're the goat. Greatest of all time. I love it. It would be nice to put a goat inside, but if I was to colour him in, the blends do bleed through a little bit, so you'd need another layer, I think. So I'm just going to stick with my sentiment. You're the goat. Let's see how well this one stamps. And then I shall make another quick card. Quick and easy tonight. We all want those in our repertoire, don't we? A quick and easy one for when we need one. So you are the greatest of all time, goat. I love that. So there we go. There's a simple birthday card using the Way to Goat stamp set and some of those papers from the Pansy papers. Okay, now I have stamped already this goat. He looks ridiculous, doesn't he? And I have cut him out using one of the circle dies in the layering circle die pack. If you have a punch, you could use that. But I've used this die to cut him out. And I'm considering giving him a little frame. He's my favourite too. How cute is he? He's so funny. So I'm going to give him... Oh, I didn't colour in his horns. I think I used the other one. Dear, never mind. I'll have to go back and do that. I think I'm going to give this goat some colour on his face using the ivory blend. Now, it may be a bit odd, but we'll see. I think also it will dry paler than this. There we go. Because he kind of looked a bit odd with a white face. There we are. And we'll do his horns as well. In the crumb cake. He's cute. He's so cute. Okay. Now, I'm going to decide which paper to use for him. I think this is a bit too much. We've used this one. I've got this one. That's quite cute. What else have we got in this pack? I've got lots of papers. Let's just see. Oh, this one's nice. That's very full on, but I quite like that one. Okay, so where's my card base? Here it is. There it is. We're going to cut the piece off. So same measurements as before. And we're going to have a panel that's 10 centimetres. Thank you. I love these papers. I think they're really useful. I'd kind of forgotten about them, and I've been completely involved in making Christmas cards for such a long time. So I had a little look through all my papers. It's always worthwhile having a rummage and seeing what you've got and putting it to good use. I've got a crease in it. I don't like a crease in it. Let's have another bit. How did I manage that? There we go. It will all get used. Right, okay, so we've got this colour. I want to say that this is Bumblebee. That doesn't look like the right length now, does it? It is. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Angela, for watching me. You're so sweet. Catch you later. Thank you. Okay, I think we're going to have a horizontal card. We're going to put our funny little goat in the middle. And I think I'm going to see if I've got any grey card. Grey have I got? I think this is grey granite. Yeah, that's cute. Let's just go with that and see how it looks. That's quite a big, that can't be the one that fits on there, surely. Let's have a look at the layering circles. Right, let's have a look. So many. So they come in plain circles and scallops as well. Scallops? I think that's the one that fits. Gives it a tiny border, because that's slightly bigger than that one. So let's go with that, because otherwise I think it's going to be massive. Massive. Right, let's cut this circle out. Got my die cutting machine next to me. Are you still with me, Teddy? Oops. My sister and my great nephew were watching. Right. Oh yeah, that only just shows, but it is there. So that's fine. I'm going to stick those together. Use my seal. No, I found it. Honestly, I don't know where it went. Where do these things go? Like that. Have I got any ribbon that would work on here? There's very much a make it up as you go along tonight. I've got a lot of ribbon. I am going to use the sentiment in a stamp set that says, I got you a cake. So I think I'm going to pop this ribbon around it. I'm just going for it tonight, so it could be awful. Let's wait and see. You know what? I should do one of those ones where I ask everybody what colour I use, what ribbon I use, what, you know, and see what kind of odd mishmash I end up with. That's always funny. I see other people doing that. Because everyone has lots of different ideas. Ted's is off to bed, Itzy, soon. I won't be long. I won't be long. Hope he's all right. You had a nice day at school. Mystery card making, that's right. You always end up with something really interesting. I'm using washi tape to secure the back of my ribbon. I find it really easy. It means that I can move it around a bit. So I'm going to glue it down. Now I've got it. Let me just check it's in the right place with my sheep. Yay. That will be fine. I'm going to use the glue on it. It's almost like mystery card making tonight because I don't know what it's going to look like when it's finished because I haven't got this one in my head. The other thing is, I wonder who I'm going to send it to. He's good and nighty-night. Night-night, sweetheart. You sleep well? Oh, Teddy, can you tell your mummy what you'd like for Christmas off me and Uncle Jim, please? Yes, they are the best cards. You never know quite how they're going to turn out. It's always a bit of fun. Right. Okay. So we've got our sheep. He's adorable, or she's adorable. Got some dimensionals. I'm going to pop it up on some foam pads in a minute. And then, what did I want? I got you a cake. Here it is. I got you a cake. Now, bring it here and here. So, where are those circles? Are there any tiny circles in there? Oh, there are. Is that too small? No, I'd say that was perfect. So, let's grab an ink pad to stamp it. Oh, there's so many colours. Here we go. I'm going to go for a dark grey and see how that looks. Right, let's grab some scrap of basic white cardstock. I've got lots of that hanging around. Oh, I've got very warm. Got you a cake. I love this. This is fun. Right, let's pop that through the die cutting machine as well. Just a bit of tape to keep it in place. And here it goes through. I got you a cake. Love it. I love that. Yeah, it looks like it almost looks like she's thinking about the fact I got you a cake. Like, you know, a thought bubble. I love it. Okay, foam pads now, and it'll help glue down the ribbon a little bit more too. Honestly. I think I'm going to put a panel inside too. So nice. Okay. One foam pad, because it's going to sit up like that. So this side of it has the foam pad, so it's raised at the same level, and this piece will have a little bit of glue on it to keep it stuck down. Then you can have it the same level. I got you a cake. Gotta love that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to bother putting a ribbon on, a bow on it or not. I'm not a bow person. I could do with a nice flat little bow. But I think I'm going to go for a little knot. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to leave it without. And the reason I like to have this kind of adhered on the back with the washi tape means that I can slide this up and down to where I want it to go. So there we go. I'm going to leave it like that. Going to grab my super long scissors. There we go. I got you a cake. Right, now I need to grab another piece of white. Oh, I might have some layers cut already, actually. I keep a few layers cut in a box, and card bases and all sorts. Because when you cut one, cut another one. No, I don't have a layer. Right then. Let's cut the inside because it's the same colour, but I'm going to stamp and colour it in. So I don't want it to bleed through with the alcohol pens. If it was a coloured card base, you would put a layer in anyway. So that's going to go in there and sit in nicely. So I got you a cake. Now, I need to swap over the sentiment and put in, but I ate it. Okay. Now, am I going to put happy birthday, you old goat underneath it? No, I'm just going to put, oh, I managed to smudge that, didn't I? Just going to put, but I ate it. See, there are two sides to every piece of cardstock for a reason. There we go. Okay, now, let's grab that block. Sorry about my arms being in the shot there. Gonna pop you in there as well. So let's ink up this goat. Funny little face. There we go. And let's colour you in the same. So here we are, just the bits that might be shaded, bit in the ears here. Yeah, that's probably it really. Shall I do the hair? No, we'll just do a bit here. There we go, and then we'll go in with a light one. I like to use the nib end rather than the brush tip for these small areas. I find I have a bit better control. Then for larger areas, the brush end is really nice and quick. These have got to be my favourite colouring medium. I really like the pencils. We stock some lovely watercolour pencils, and I really also like the markers, the Stampin' Right markers, the water-based ones. They're lovely. But these are my favourite. Love them. You haven't used your blends in weeks. I know. Do we go through phases, do you think? I definitely do. And tonight, I really wanted to play with the goats. And then I was like, oh, and I can also colour in. I haven't coloured in ages. These would be fun, wouldn't they? You could sit and stamp a whole load of these little goats. And then you could take it on a tray and watch your Christmas movie or whatever it is, your box set. And you could colour in all your goats. Make a little stash of cards. Because you don't have to say you will goat on them all. You can put anything on there. This goat, I don't know if this goat looks mischievous or just life's been a bit too much. It's a kind of like that end of the week feeling this goat has. He's got eye bags like mine. Oh dear, I love it. Okay, where's my glue? You see how it can go through there, so it's good to have a layer, otherwise it'll come out of the back of your card. There we go. Now, with the Tombow wet glue, you can move it around. It gives you some wriggle room. The seal, you have to be quite careful so you don't get that. So make sure it's straight before you pop it down. There you go. I got you a cake, but I ate it. I do need some gems. Put all of my gems somewhere else. In the box that my card class was in, which is not here. Okay, I wonder if some of these would work. Let me grab the box. So many gems. Let's move those ones. Let's see about these ones. Look, well, that's all I've got left of those in colour ones. I've used so many of them, but they're so beautiful. I think I'm going to get some more because these ones would have worked perfectly on here. They're the right colour. They're gorgeous. But I've only got 2 and I want to use 3. So I'm going to go for my good standby basic Rhinestone Gems. Love these. I think I'll go for the bigger ones. Oops. Just do it over here so you can see what I'm doing. Just to give it a little bit of something. Because we've got all this white space over here. I got you a cake, and it just kind of ties all that together. I like that. Now, one last thing. That piece of cardstock that I cut that had a nice bend in it, I didn't want to use. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it on the envelope. I'll show you how to make the envelope to match your card. Okay, so we've got our envelope, we've opened it out. Thank you. I love these as well. Now it's a bit short. Have I got a longer bit? I was going to use that bit because it had the crease in it, but I'll use it. Oh, this bit's slightly longer. Let's go for this piece. Right, so I am going to put my glue and I'm going to use my seal, I think. Although actually, saying that, it would probably be better to use the Tombow because then I could have moved it around, but that's okay. Right, I'm going to pop it on and I'm going to meet it to the crease, just up to the crease line. And I know I've got a bit here, but that's fine. I don't think that really matters too much. I'm going to press it down so that it's stuck. And then we're going to cut around here. So grab my snips. I'm just going to follow the line of the envelope. Go around. And follow the line all the way with your snips. Have a nice sharp pair of snips. There we go. And this is the ta-da. Ta-da! Your ta-da moment, because your envelope now matches your card. That's sweet, isn't it? I got you a cake, but I ate it. And you could put happy birthday, you will put under there. Should I do that? No, I want to leave it as it is, but you could definitely do that. Right, here they are. Here's both our goatee cards. Oh, I love these. It's on the outside, yeah. I love these goats. Thank you for joining me this evening. I really appreciate it if you join me live. Thank you so much. If you like these goats, they are available in my online shop at katebolt.stampinup.net. You can find all of my shop and all of my blog posts and lots of crafty inspiration on my website at inkstampshare.ink. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll be back for Coffee and Cards on Tuesday at 11 UK time on my Facebook page. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And if you're watching me later on the replay, do let me know. Tell me if you're watching from the future and if you like the goats. And if you would send a goat card, tell me, would you send a goat card? I'd love to know. Thanks a lot. Bye. Take care. See you next time.